What's up, bookish babes? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys my fall TBR. Now, it is September 3rd when I'm filming this, meaning Wild Love just released, so we're going to be reading that. But I just wanted to hop on and just show you guys my fall TBR. I know a lot of people don't think fall begins until like October-ish, but I feel like fall begins in September for me, at least in my mind. Like we're getting into fall brain, like we're getting into fall thinking, fall setups, fall purchasing, like fall. So yeah, but I have a healthy list right here, and I know that you guys are saying, "Girl, you're not gonna read all the books," and I know that, but it's a thought that counts. It's a thought that counts. And plus, I love fall. When fall comes around, all I think about is sitting down with a cup of hot chocolate or spiked maybe, but or coffee or just tea, just sitting down with the warm blanket out the dryer with the book, like your candle lit. Like you can tell, like it's so gloomy outside right now that it's just putting me, it's just helping my delusions. Like it's so gloomy. Like I would show y'all, but if I show y'all, it's showing y'all my apartment complex, and we're not gonna do that. But maybe if I go outside, I'll remember to film a clip of the outdoors and insert it for you guys. But I do have a big old healthy stack and books I may add to it because I need to buy more thrillers. I need to buy more thriller books because if not, anything else besides thriller and fantasy, well, fantasies and some kind of romance, thrillers are the main fall ambiance for me now, because I feel like Halloween thrillers, like scary, spooky, and I was born on Halloween, so I'm a fall girl through and through. So yeah, let's stop rambling. We're gonna stop rambling and we're gonna get into this haul. Now, although these may not all be set into like fall themes, maybe even none of them, who knows? It's just like when I was picking out my fall TBR, I just picked the book up and held it in my hand. I was like, do you feel fall to me? And if it did, then I put it on the TBR. So do with that as you may. Now, we're going to start right here with Mia Sheridan new book. She's the author of Archer's Voice. And ever since I read that, I didn't write it, I read it. Ever since I read that, I want to read more of her books. And this one caught my eye. I know she got others, but this one caught my eye. Unwanted. Cabin in the Woods give me, I'm in the woods camping around fall. You feel me? Maybe that's not what it is, but I feel like is it like a mystery? It says a romance, but it got something to do with a killer, an innocent victim in the woods. Now tell me that's not giving you fall. Unwanted by Mia Sheridan. I really want to know what this about. Like, I really do. If you read this, comment down below and let me know what you thought of it. Don't spoil it. Just let me know your thoughts. Like, oh, I liked it. It's a thriller, or I liked it. It's a mystery thriller romance. You know, something like that. Don't spoil it. The next one is This Is Where It Ends. I just want to read this. Now, I think this one, a lot of people said, I think I'm gonna read this soon, because now that I kind of realized it was on my TBR that I bought it. I don't even know if I showed you guys I bought this book. But now that I know that I remember I bought it, I really want to read it, because I think it has something to do with a school underlying shooting. I don't know if that's like a trigger word for YouTube. So I want to read this. Like, I'm gonna set this aside so that I can start it very soon, because I do want to read that now. The next one is My Roommate is a Vampire. Now this might be like a Halloween, October-ish read. Not a September, but fall is fall. So we're gonna read this. A lot of girls read this last year and they was talking about it and they really enjoyed it. And I didn't read it. I purchased it when it came out, but I didn't read it. So we're gonna be reading My Roommate is a Vampire. The next one is another Halloween Octoberish themed book, and it's Kiss and Spell Falling in Love Can Be a Witch. So I'm guessing like a witch romance. I need to buy more witchy Halloween books for October because, like I said, ooh, should I do a 31 days to... Ooh. Wait, because that means I gotta plan it out. Do I have time? Never mind. See, y'all, let me, hold on. Pause. Let me write that thought down. Because 10 days to my birthday or 31 days? 10 days. Let me know y'all thoughts on that. Would y'all watch that? 10 days to my birthday? Or should I do it full 31? Like, every day read one book and put it in the video. But it means I have to start that. Ew. Would y'all like that? Like, would that be something y'all interested in? Let me know in the comments, because this book just gave me that thought. But yeah, this. Now, I want to read these because tell me these don't give fall color scheme. Like, the color scheme of it all isn't fall. I know it's another one called business something business, and I need that one, but the color scheme of it give me fall. But although it's Love Like Warm, which is a Christmas, and I think this one is In the Weed, which is either spring, and I think mixed sitting with summer. I think she writes seasonal books, what I've heard. So we're gonna see. I want to read these though because one, a lot of people have talked about this book. I'm not gonna read this book yet because this is gonna be in Vlogmas, me reading Christmas books, doing a Vlogmas video. So, but most definitely these two. So hopefully it's like one of those series that you got to read the first book to read the second two. So then I want to start the Carval trilogy, y'all. I finished reading Once Upon a Broken Heart and that trilogy there. I want to start reading Carval because a lot of people tell you don't have to read Carval to read Once Upon a Broken Heart, but I feel like I want to go back and see where it started. I guess like meet Jax from the beginning and the twins from the sisters from the beginning and see what happened in the beginning to get back to, you know, what happened in those books so I can get a better understanding. Then I have One Dark Window. Now I know y'all like, you ain't telling us nothing about none of these books, and that's because I like to go into books pretty blind. Like, I mean, I can watch some videos on it and I still wouldn't be like, what's going on, like know what's going on in the book because I kind of skim videos with books I haven't read yet. But I want to read One Dark Window. I heard a lot of people talking about it, but I guess the people that I watch are kind of like me, like don't want to, you know, spoil it for everybody. Although I've known to spoil a couple of times because I get excited and get to talking. But I want to read this one and see what this is about because I know a lot of people was obsessing over this series, One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, probably like 4 or 5 months ago. But I want to read this and see what it's about. And I think that goes for Quicksilver as well. I'm going to put it on the screen. It's a new book that everyone is talking about, a fantasy book. So I want to read that as well. Then we have a novel love story by Ashley Poston. Yo, any book she write, I want to read because after reading Dead Romantics and 7 Years Slip by her, I've been obsessed with her writing. So I want to read this one because I feel like it gives, I don't know, it may not get fall, but I feel like it will. Then, like I told y'all before, I think in my TBR video, that I'm in a cowboy mood ever since I read Wild Love. Like, I want to read nothing but cowboys. We're gonna be reading Done and Dusted, y'all. Finally get into Done and Dusted because I love cowboy romance, and when I read Wild Love, it put me back in that mind space of cowboy romance. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Okay, all right. So after that, I want to finally pick up When the Moon Hatched, and I've heard a lot of people talking about this book. I can't tell you what it's about. All I know is it's about dragons, creators, and a lot of stuff. This book is pretty thick. How many pages in this book? I feel like, are we gonna get to this book? Maybe. But if we're gonna read it all in one sitting, maybe not. Let me see. How many pages is in here? 690? 690 pages in this book, and the other books I have left for my TBR aren't short books. And woo, baby. Now, besides that one, I have You Again. I picked this up mainly because, one, it gets fall. Just look at it, all the fall leaves, and a lot of people was talking about this last year too. So I had it, just didn't pick it up and read it, but I'm ready to dive into it this year. We're gonna probably do a fall, cozy fall reading vlog where I read some of these books off my fall TBR just to get through them. So when that video is gonna be coming out, we don't know yet. We don't know. And I feel like it's gonna drive, like, it's not gonna be a set TBR to it, really. It's just gonna be whatever I'm in the mood to read at that time. So yeah. Now, like I told you, I want to read some thrillers. I have Lucy Score, The Midnight Feast. This one came out the same time Riley Sager, Middle of the Night came out, and a lot of people said they didn't like this book. This will be my very first Lucy Foley book if I read it. If I read it, it will be my very first Lucy Foley book, because I have a few other her books, but have I read them? No. I just need more thrillers. More thrillers beside Lucy Foley that I have not read. Riley Sager, Alice Feeney. Who else I've been reading? Yeah. Freedom and Fenton. I got a lot of other books by hers that just came out that I don't own, that I need to read. So we need to read more fantasy. I'm not fantasy thriller books. I need to buy more thriller books. So next we have A Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Young. I think I have more of them. Yes, I do. I have where are those books? I haven't even read those. I think I read one book from that series. Does her books, is the name of her books in the front of this cover? Let me see. No. That's weird. Oh, These Violent Delights and Our Violent Games. I have not read either of those books, so maybe we need to add those to the TBR as well as soon as I find them. Maybe they're over in the other bookshelf. That as soon as I find them, we need to add those to the fall TBR as well, because I am in a fantasy mood, and I feel like fall times give fantasy vibes, especially for me. The next one is Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Monaskago. This is Envy's book. The Kingdom of the Wicked is Wrath books, the little series. Kingdom of the Wicked, Kingdom of the Feared, Kingdom of the Cursed. Yeah, those are about Wrath. This is Envy's book, so I want to read this. I might go get it in paperback just so that I can read it and I have to carry this big old chunker around. So we're gonna get the paperback of this so that we can read this too, because a lot of people said a lot of good things about this book, and I really enjoyed the Kingdom of the Wicked series. So I have one book left in that series, Kingdom of the Fears, but for the first two that I read, I really enjoyed those. So when I knock the third one out, we're gonna most definitely dive into this one. Next is the Eden series, Indigo Ridge, Jupiter Hills, Garnet Flats, Jasper Vale, and I think it's one come between before Sable's Peak. I feel like it's another one come before Sable Peak. I feel like it's two other ones that come before Sable Peak. But yeah, one. Crimson Rivers. I don't have that one, but I have Sable Peak. So I have everything but Crimson Rivers. So I want to read this small town romance with a twist of mystery, is what I've heard. And a lot of people say this series, Deviney, I think that's how I pronounce her name, Perry. Her books are hit and miss, and we're gonna see. We're gonna try them out and see for myself. The last books that's on my fall TBR, the last three in the Stone of Glass series. I feel like I want to do a reread of this whole series for you guys and do like a spoiler video of me going straight in and doing full out spoilers for y'all. But I feel like a lot of people are about to do that because it's fall time. I feel like around fall time, everybody dive back into rereads of Throne of Glass or Akatar. So I don't know. Maybe I won't do it, but I am going to be reading these. I may do a reading vlog of me reading these 3 books in a video so that that can be its own video. So if y'all want me to do a full on rereading vlog and doing spoilers, I cannot talk, spoilers of all the books in the Throne of Glass series, leave it down below, as well as should I do like a 31 days reading a book a day for 31 days, like a fall themed book, and y'all will watch it. See, let me know. Or should it be 10? Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on that. But these are all my fall TBR books that's on my fall TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
I'm calling bullshit. Say you got it, but you ain't got nothing. Bad bitch